Ladies and gentlemen, success is not an accident. It's a deliberate effort. The difference between those who achieve their dreams and those who merely wish for them is mindset. The way you think, the way you act, and the disciplines you develop determine your destiny. Achievers don't wait for luck. They don't rely on circumstances. They cultivate a mindset that attracts success. They understand that success is not something you pursue, it's something you attract by the person you become. So, what is the mindset of achievers? It is the mindset of responsibility. They don't blame the economy, the government, or their upbringing. They say, if it is to be, it's up to me. It is the mindset of discipline. They know that small disciplines repeated over time lead to great rewards. They don't leave their success to chance. They build it brick by brick, habit by habit. It is the mindset of learning. Achievers are students of life. They read, they listen, they observe. They know that if they want more, they must become more. It is the mindset of persistence. When others quit, they push forward. They understand that setbacks are just setups for comebacks. They don't let failure define them, they let it refine them. It is the mindset of vision. Achievers see the future before it happens. They don't focus on where they are, they focus on where they're going. And because they see it, they move toward it. But here's the secret. This mindset is available to anyone willing to cultivate it. You don't need permission. You don't need perfect conditions. You just need to decide. Decide today that you will think like an achiever, act like an achiever, and ultimately live like an achiever. Your future is waiting. Go claim it. They don't blame circumstances. They create their own opportunities. Success is a result of small, consistent efforts compounded over time. They have a hunger for learning. Growth never stops. They read, listen, and seek wisdom from every experience. Every setback is a lesson that propels them forward. They don't let distractions pull them away from their purpose. They understand that success is earned, not given. They build relationships that inspire, challenge, and elevate them. They don't let fear or doubt control their decisions. They know waiting for perfect conditions leads to inaction. Achievers don't settle. They always strive to become better versions of themselves. Achievers understand that the direction of their lives is in their own hands. They don't wait for things to happen. They make things happen. They don't waste time pointing fingers or making excuses. Instead, they take ownership of their decisions, their actions, and ultimately their results. When the economy shifts, they adjust. When challenges arise, they adapt. When mistakes are made, they don't dwell on them. They learn from them. They know that blaming circumstances only delays progress, and waiting for the perfect conditions only leads to inaction. They recognize that the greatest power they have is the power of choice. Every day, they choose their attitude, their habits, and their level of effort. If they want more, they become more. If they desire a better life, they build it, brick by brick, step by step. Instead of complaining about what they don't have, they maximize what they do have. They don't expect handouts or shortcuts. They embrace the process of growth. They develop the disciplines that lead to success, knowing that small efforts, repeated consistently, create massive results over time. They don't live in the past, wishing things had been different. They don't wait for luck or hope for someone else to change their circumstances. They rise up and declare, if it is to be, it's up to me. And because they take responsibility, they take control, not just of their present, but of their future. Success is built on small, consistent actions repeated over time. Achievers understand that discipline is not something you practice once in a while. It's a daily commitment. They don't wait until they feel motivated. They establish habits that keep them moving forward, whether they feel like it or not. They start with the little things. Waking up early, reading a few pages of a good book, planning their day, exercising their body and mind. These small disciplines may seem insignificant at first, but over time, they compound into extraordinary results. They know that neglecting small things leads to neglecting big things. If they can't manage their time, their habits, or their thoughts, how can they expect to manage success? They don't just work when it's convenient. They don't let distractions, excuses, or temporary setbacks derail them. They build routines that keep them focused and productive. When others take shortcuts, they take the long road, knowing that real success is earned, not handed out. They understand that discipline is not a punishment, it's the foundation of freedom. The freedom to create a better life, to reach their goals, to become the kind of person capable of handling success. They discipline themselves now so they don't have to live with regret later. Over time, discipline becomes second nature. What once required effort becomes effortless. What once seemed difficult becomes automatic. And because they commit to daily disciplines, Success is not a matter of luck, it's a matter of time. Achievers understand that the mind is like a garden. Whatever you plant and nurture will grow. They don't leave their growth to chance. They deliberately seek knowledge, wisdom, and new ideas. They know that success isn't something you stumble upon, it's something you prepare for. And the best way to prepare is to keep learning. They are students of life. They read books that challenge their thinking. They listen to people who have walked the path before them. They ask questions, observe, and remain curious. They don't assume they know it all. Because the moment you stop learning, you start declining. They understand that what you feed your mind determines what you produce in life. Just like a steady diet of junk food weakens the body, a steady diet of negativity and ignorance weakens the mind. That's why they surround themselves with knowledge, with ideas that stretch them, with information that empowers them. They don't just learn for the sake of learning, they apply what they learn. They take notes, reflect, and turn wisdom into action. They know that knowledge without application is wasted potential. The difference between those who succeed and those who don't isn't just what they know, it's what they do with what they know. And most importantly, they never stop growing. No matter how much success they achieve, they remain students. Because they understand that the moment they think they've arrived, they start falling behind. So they keep learning, they keep improving, and as a result, they keep achieving. Achievers understand that failure is not the opposite of success. It's part of the process. They don't fear failure. They learn from it. They don't see it as a reason to quit, but as an opportunity to grow. Every setback, every mistake, every disappointment carries a lesson, and they are wise enough to extract the value from it. They know that success is not a straight line. There will be missteps, wrong turns, and unexpected detours. But instead of letting those moments define them, they use them to refine their approach. When something doesn't work, they don't dwell on frustration. They ask, what can I learn from this? How can I do better next time? They don't take failure personally. They don't let it damage their confidence or make them question their worth. Instead, they see it as feedback, as a teacher that is guiding them toward a better way. They know that the most successful people in the world have failed more times than the average person has even tried. They also understand that failure is temporary, but quitting makes it permanent. So they adjust, they adapt, and they keep moving forward. They know that every challenge overcome, every lesson learned, and every obstacle conquered builds the kind of strength and wisdom that leads to lasting success. And because they embrace failure as feedback, they either win or they learn, and both move them closer to their ultimate goal. Achievers have a clear picture of where they're going. They don't drift through life hoping things will work out. They set a course and stay on it. Their vision is strong enough to pull them through distractions, challenges, and temporary defeats. While others get caught up in the noise of daily life, they keep their eyes on the bigger picture. They understand that life is filled with detours, delays, and temptations to quit, but they refuse to let distractions steal their future. They don't waste time on things that don't align with their purpose. They don't chase after every new idea or get discouraged by slow progress. They know that success isn't about speed, it's about direction. Even small steps, taken consistently, will get them to where they want to go. They also know that maintaining focus requires discipline. It's easy to start something, but it takes commitment to see it through. So they remind themselves daily of why they started. They write down their goals, visualize their success, and keep their mind fixed on the reward. They train themselves to say no to anything that doesn't serve their vision, because every distraction carries a cost. And when obstacles arise, and they always do, they don't let them shake their belief. They see setbacks as part of the journey, not as a reason to quit. They adjust, they adapt, and they keep moving forward because they know that as long as they stay focused on their vision, it's only a matter of time before they arrive exactly where they were meant to be. Achievers know that success isn't handed out, it's earned. They don't wait for the perfect opportunity, the right connections, or a lucky break. They roll up their sleeves and put in the work. While others are looking for shortcuts, they're building the foundation brick by brick. They understand that effort and results go hand in hand. They don't complain about what they don't have. They maximize what they do have. If they start with little, they work to make it more. If they lack skill, they practice. If they lack experience, they learn. They don't see hard work as a burden. They see it as the price of admission for success. They show up early, stay late, and do more than what's expected. They don't just work hard when someone is watching. They put in the effort when no one's around. They hold themselves to a high standard because they know that excellence is built through consistent action. They also understand that work ethic isn't just about working long hours, it's about working with purpose. They don't confuse busyness with productivity. They focus on what truly moves them forward. They take responsibility for their progress, and they never expect someone else to build their dream for them. And while others wait for motivation, they rely on discipline. They know that the most successful people didn't feel like working every day, but they did it anyway. They push through tiredness, boredom, and discouragement because they understand a simple truth. Those willing to do what most people won't will achieve what most people don't. Achievers understand that the people they spend the most time with will either lift them up or pull them down. They don't leave their environment to chance, they choose it wisely. They seek out those who challenge them to be better, who inspire them to think bigger, and who push them to raise their standards. They know that success is not just about what you do, but also about who you do it with. They don't waste time with negative, lazy, or excuse-filled people. They don't entertain those who drain their energy or discourage their ambitions. Instead, they align themselves with people who have vision, discipline, and a winning mindset. Because they understand that if you spend time with 5 successful, driven individuals, you'll likely become the 6th. But if you surround yourself with 5 unmotivated, complaining excuse makers, guess what? You'll become the 6th in that group too. They also recognize the power of mentorship. They seek out those who have walked the path before them, people who can offer wisdom, guidance, and experience. They listen more than they talk, knowing that the right words from the right person at the right time can change everything. And they don't just take from relationships, they give. They support, encourage, and add value to those around them because they understand that success isn't a solo journey. It's built through partnerships, collaborations, and associations with people who bring out the best in each other. So they choose carefully. They stay close to those who inspire growth and distance themselves from those who hold them back because they know that the right environment doesn't just shape their present, it determines their future. Achievers understand that emotions are powerful. They can either drive you forward or hold you back. They don't allow emotions to control their decisions. They learn to control their emotions. They know that discipline isn't just about what you do. It's about how you think and how you respond. They don't let fear stop them. Fear of failure, fear of rejection, fear of the unknown. These are the silent killers of dreams. Most people let fear dictate their actions, playing it safe, staying in their comfort zones, and settling for less. But achievers recognize fear for what it is, a signal that they are stepping into growth. Instead of retreating, they push forward. They acknowledge the fear, but they don't submit to it. They remind themselves that courage isn't the absence of fear, it's taking action despite it. They don't let anger or frustration dictate their choices. When things go wrong, when setbacks happen, when people disappoint them, they don't react emotionally. They don't lash out, make impulsive decisions, or burn bridges in moments of frustration. Instead, they pause, they reflect, and they respond with wisdom. They understand that emotional reactions can destroy relationships, ruin opportunities, and cloud judgment. So they stay calm, collected, and in control. They don't allow temporary discouragement to derail them. Everyone faces moments of doubt. Everyone has days where they wonder if it's worth it. But achievers don't let emotions dictate their commitment. They've trained themselves to keep going, even when motivation fades. They know that emotions are like the weather, always changing. But their purpose, their mission, their vision, those remain constant. They refuse to let a bad day turn into a bad week, a bad month, or a bad life. They also master the art of patience. They understand that success takes time, that great things don't happen overnight. They don't let frustration with slow progress lead them to quit. They manage their expectations, stay focused on the process, and trust that consistent effort will bring results. While others get discouraged and abandon their goals, they remain steady, knowing that persistence is the real key to achievement. They guard their minds against negativity. They don't let external circumstances dictate their internal state. They refuse to be controlled by criticism, doubt, or the opinions of others. Instead of letting negative words bring them down, they use them as fuel to rise higher. They train themselves to focus on solutions instead of problems, to see challenges as opportunities, and to maintain a mindset of gratitude no matter the situation. Most importantly, they take responsibility for their emotions. They don't blame their mood on circumstances, other people, or the past. They know that just as they can train their body for strength, they can train their mind for resilience. They develop habits that keep them mentally strong, reading, thinking, learning, practicing gratitude, and surrounding themselves with positive influences. Because they have mastered their emotions, they remain steady when others waver. They keep moving forward when others hesitate. They rise above negativity, distractions, and temporary discouragement. And because they control their emotions, they control their destiny. Achievers understand that waiting for the perfect moment is the fastest way to stay stuck. They don't sit around hoping for all the conditions to be right, for all the risks to disappear, or for every detail to be clear before they move. They take action. Bold, decisive action, even when the path is uncertain. They know that uncertainty is part of the journey. There will always be things they don't know, challenges they can't predict, and obstacles they didn't see coming, but they refuse to let uncertainty paralyze them. Instead of saying, "I'll start when I'm ready," they say, "I'll start now and I'll figure it out as I go." They understand that clarity doesn't come from thinking, it comes from doing. They recognize that most people wait too long. They wait for more confidence, more knowledge, more resources, more approval. They hesitate, they overanalyze, and they talk themselves out of opportunities. But achievers know that confidence is built through action. No one starts with all the answers, and no one ever feels 100% ready. The only way to gain the experience, wisdom, and strength they need is by stepping forward, even when the future is unclear. They are willing to fail. They don't let the fear of making mistakes hold them back because they understand that mistakes are just lessons in disguise. They don't expect perfection, they expect progress. And they know that every misstep brings them one step closer to success. Instead of asking, "What if I fail?" they ask, "What can I learn?" And that mindset keeps them moving when others hesitate. They also understand that action creates momentum. A small step leads to another, and soon they are miles ahead of where they started. They don't waste energy debating whether to begin. They just begin. They take the first step, then adjust as needed. They trust themselves to adapt, to solve problems as they arise, and to find their way forward even in unfamiliar territory. They refuse to be controlled by doubt. When the mind says, "What if this doesn't work?" they counter with, "What if it does?" When fear whispers, "You don't know enough," they remind themselves, "I can learn along the way." They don't let the uncertainty of the future rob them of the opportunity in the present. They push past hesitation, past second guessing, and past the temptation to play it safe. They know that life rewards action. Not the dreamers, not the planners, not the people who keep waiting for guarantees. Only those who step forward and make things happen. They don't wait for luck, they create their own luck. They don't wait for inspiration, they create their own motivation by moving, by trying, by adjusting, and by staying committed, even when things feel uncertain. And because they take action despite uncertainty, they achieve what others only talk about. They turn ideas into reality, plans into results, and potential into success. While others stay stuck in hesitation, they move boldly, knowing that action is the bridge between where they are and where they want to be. Achievers understand that success is not a one-time event, it's a continuous process. Unintentional action produces the possible. It produces the possible. They don't settle, they don't stagnate, and they don't assume that what got them here will get them to the next level. They commit to constant self-improvement because they know that the moment they stop growing, they start declining. They take personal responsibility for their own development. They don't wait for someone else to push them, teach them, or tell them what to do. They seek knowledge, they refine their skills, and they work on themselves daily. They read books, listen to mentors, attend seminars, and study the habits of those who have achieved great things. They know that if they want a better life, they must become a better person. They also understand that improvement isn't just about learning, it's about applying what they learn. They don't just collect information, they put it into action. They take what they read, what they hear, and what they experience, and they use it to sharpen their thinking, improve their decisions, and elevate their results. Because they know that knowledge without application is wasted potential. They are never too proud to learn. No matter how much success they achieve, they remain students. They know that ego is the enemy of growth. The moment you think you've arrived, you stop moving forward. That's why they stay open to feedback, willing to listen, and humble enough to admit when there's room for improvement. They focus on developing not just their skills, but their mindset. They work on their discipline, their patience, their resilience. They strengthen their ability to handle setbacks, to manage stress, and to stay focused under pressure. Because they understand that success isn't just about what you can do, it's about who you are becoming. They embrace challenges as opportunities for growth. They don't avoid difficulty, they lean into it. They know that real improvement happens outside of comfort zones. When something is hard, when they struggle, when they feel resistance, they don't back down. They push forward. They ask, what can I learn from this? How can I use this to get stronger? Every challenge, every setback, every failure becomes fuel for their personal evolution. They also surround themselves with people who inspire growth. They don't waste time with those who are content with mediocrity. They seek out individuals who challenge them, who make them think bigger, who hold them accountable to higher standards. Because they know that the right environment will either accelerate their growth or stunt it. They don't compare themselves to others. They compare themselves to who they were yesterday. They understand that self-improvement is a personal journey, not a competition. Their goal is not to be better than someone else. It's to be better than they were last week, last month, last year. They measure progress in small steps, knowing that even a little improvement each day leads to massive transformation over time. And most importantly, they never stop. No matter how much they achieve, they keep going. Because they know that self-improvement isn't something you do for a season. It's a lifelong commitment. It's the key to greater success, greater fulfillment, and a life without limits. While others stay the same year after year, they continue to grow, evolve, and reach new heights. Because they understand that the greatest investment they will ever make is the investment they make in themselves.